So here again, when we're talking about wealth, right? How do you think our reputation, our image plays a role in global wealth? Who wants to do business with you? Who? If that's all I know about you is what I see that is portrayed about you, why would I want to do business with you? Why would I even take you serious to even be able to give you what it is that you want? If you have this reputation on your back that, oh, we're this, we're that, and they're all negative, why would I give you my money and trust you to do what I need you to do with my money? I'm just saying from the other side, right? That's how much this image thing is hurting us, it's damaging us.
Hey Shan, how you want to know how bad it is? Every election cycle, when they should be having conversations with the community activists, the community leaders, the business leaders of Black people, you know who they go have a conversation with? Celebrities and entertainers and athletes to represent our interests on our behalf. We don't control our.
And you be like,
they think that's our, but they think that's our image. They think that's what represents us.
Listen to what you just said though. Listen to what you just said. So the last political cycle, they spoke with Cardi B. Biden spoke with Cardi B. This one, Biden spoke with Glorilla.
Who did Trump speak to? Because you're leaving him out. Because he's part of
Ice Cube.
Who
or tried to?
Who did Trump speak to?
Ice Cube, Emma, whatever her name is,
Kanye,
and the Kardashian.
Well, I kind of want to hear
the
where
Kardashian West Clique.
I just kind of want to hear where he's going with this because I have a bigger point. Go ahead.
Look
that's
at the
what I said.
images of those two separate people, of those two different demographic of people, though.
What do you mean? Two different demographics.
So we're comparing Ice Cube to Cardi B.
Still an entertainer. They're both still entertainers.
They're both still entertainers, but Cardi B is putting out a certain type of music.
That's not my point. They're entertainers. I led with they should have spoke to community activists. They should have spoke to the teachers in our community. They should have spoke to the community organizers. They should have spoke to business leaders. Right? They should have spoke to lobbyists, right? Who would normally advocate on our behalf. But like I talk with Marcus and Tap and other people in spaces when I can. We don't have a political action committee or a super PAC advocating on our behalf. We don't even believe in donating as a group to political campaigns, right? So my point being is because this is when Ice Cube says this is what they think about you. Cardi B, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, right? Whoever else y'all just said, Kanye, Steve Harvey. When this is what they think of, see, they won't do that with the small hats. They're going to go to the proper representation for that community and have the dialogue.
They didn't hit Lil Dicky up.
And here's the other thing: the other groups fight to protect their image. We don't even fight.
That's my point, bro.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. I'm with you. Go ahead. Go ahead, cook, Famo.
But my point is the fact that they can even think that they can go to Glorilla to represent the Black community is insane. The fact that they can even think that, and then we vote for them.
Well, that's what we showing them.
We vote for them. This man told a whole black man. This man told a whole black man on a black man's platform to other black people that if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. And we voted for him. So how is it that we don't control our own image, bro? That's crazy.
Wait, who put? Oh, you missing it, fam.
So
we missing each other. We talking past each other. Go ahead, Tap. My bad, bro.
No.
It's all good. I've been drinking a little bit. My bad.
I want to show a video in a second. Go ahead.
So when I said that our two biggest issues is fear and money, this is what I meant. We're afraid that whatever money we do have will be taken from shit, it'll be taken instead of us spending it on whatever fucking we want to spend it on. So instead of building a community with strong black leaders, we have the dude that did movies that dressed as a woman, built a studio for black people, and he's only allowing certain projects. That's what happens. Well, then when we talk about the radio,
those projects.
Do what?
I said, but we're feeding into those projects.
Because that's what else are we going to do? Continue to give our money to white Hollywood? I mean, because that's the other option. And then, for example, one of the things you said was you decided that you would no longer be typecasted. There's a dude that was on the first 2 seasons of The Chi. I don't know if you guys watched The Chi. I love The Chi. Who was asked to get engaged to a transgender person, and he said no, and he got blacklisted, and they brought somebody else in to do it anyway. So if you don't follow their rules, you're going to lose your money. That's where the fear is. And since we don't own any real studios,
thank you, Tap.
Since we don't own any real studios, we have to play by somebody else's rules. And one of the things that they do, that they're genius at doing this. One of the syndicated talk shows, i.e. Steve Harvey or Broadway Joe, came on the most popular black radio stations. And guess what? You just kind of set your radio to that station, and then they get to push whatever else they want to push. Like, it's genius. The tactics are genius, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. And we are not as real when he first came in. Rilla was when he talked about community. Since there is no community, there's no way to truly combat any of those tactics, because that's what we had in the past, which is what we don't have now. And they were genius in the way they broke up the community.
So,
and I'll land it there because I know she said she wanted to show a video.
Real quick, let me say this. I'm not the biggest fan of Tyler Perry's projects, but one of the things that I absolutely agree with him on is the fact that he said that I'm not finna make a table. I'm not finna sit at their table if they don't want me there. I'm gonna go and make my own. And this is why he now has one of the largest, I think the second largest, biggest production set in the country. So if he can do it, then why can't we do it? And the only reason why he's creating the type of material that he's making is because there's a demand for it.
Can I say one thing?
Oh, go ahead. My bad, mistake.
We're talking about before that I wanted to point out, which actually kind of supports kind of what Marcus was saying in terms of an agenda to a degree. So when you guys were talking about, you know, who like these presidents will pull, right, as entertainers, I think the problem with that is that for us in a Black community, our entertainers and, you know, athletes and stuff used to be the voice for the community because they had the stage. They had
the platform.
Right. The difference was they were informed entertainers and athletes. So you had people like Muhammad Ali, Harry Belafonte, James Baldwin.
Jim Brown.
Was a activist, Paul Robeson. All of those people had a stage and a platform that could speak to the issues of the Black community and were pretty much on the same page because the environment then was, regardless of how much money you made, everybody was still experiencing the racism and, you know, wanting this push for change. Whereas now, those issues are not necessarily creating an environment that will force our entertainers and our athletes to truly be informed that can speak on our behalf, because it goes back to what we were saying before. Everybody is about their own, you know, individual needs. So if my needs are being met, I can't necessarily speak to yours because I got to make sure I maintain it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference. I don't think there's anything wrong with using entertainers and, athletes, but it's just a matter of choosing the correct ones.
I agree.
I disagree.
So
they're not.